Well, good morning, Carp Nuts. It's late April, first session in a long time, and I'm down on the new club water and I can't wait to get started. I've already put some bait out in front of me and to the right hand side where I've seen fish topping. I think it's going to be a warm day today, so it might be quite tricky to get a bite on the bottom, which is what I'm trying to do, but I could change tactics at any point during the day if I need to. So really hoping I get a bend in the rod, and soon I'll be back with you holding up a nice fish. Cheers. Okay, so let me tell you a bit more about what the plan is this morning now that I've cast both rods out. I've got a bay, if you like, off to my right hand side here with some really still water, even though there's a bit of a chop on the rest of the lake. So I've cast one rig there. That was a bleep. God, I have my heart racing. Haven't caught a fish for so long, it'd be great to hook one. So I'm fishing there. I've seen a fish top there twice, maybe three times whilst I was setting up, and put some bait over the top. And then just out in front of me as well, because it's 2-rod rule here, I have 2 rods fishing. I haven't seen any fish top there, but it just looks like a good spot, to be honest. And already I'm getting bleeps, which I'm guessing are line bites. I've put a little bit of bait out there, about 20 or 30 free offerings over each spot. And I'm just going to wait and see if a fish comes along. It's really exciting stuff. This is apparently a runs water, but then I've been told that before and blanked spectacularly, so time will tell. Really can't wait to catch one, if I catch one, so that I can hold one up for the camera for the first time in a long time. But for now, let me show you around quickly. Here's base camp. I've travelled really light today and basically just sat on my unhooking mat. I haven't even brought a chair. And first rod is out here. See this reed line on my right hand side here, sort of 10 yards in front of those reeds is where I saw fish showing. In fact, there's some fish showing there now. And then my second rod is just off in front of me here. Really small lake here, you can see. Gets a bit wider down towards the bottom end there. But at the moment, I'm happy with where I'm at and hoping that it results in a fish. Well, I've been fishing for under an hour and I've just caught my first fish from a new lake, which is always a brilliant moment. It's only a few pounds, but my God, it put up a fight. Really chuffed with this one. Lovely mirror. Going to bring it up onto the mat so that I can hold it up for the camera, and then I'll take a couple of photos and let her go. Real angry little fish, this one. Probably only 4 or 5 pounds. Full of energy. A lovely scale pattern. Really good condition fish, which I'm pleased to see, especially as this is a new water for me. And looking forward to catching a few more if I'm lucky. That's magic. Can't beat it. Right, I'm going to slip this one back and see if I can't catch another. Okay, I've got the second fish in the session resting in the margins. A little bit bigger, this one. I won't weigh it because it's not big enough for a weigh, but I'll hold it up for the camera so we can have a look. Right. She is. That's cracking. Let's hope for a few more. Okay, just managed to land my third fish, and it's the best one of the session in terms of size. I haven't even had a proper look at it myself yet, but I've got my mat ready, all wetted, ready to bring the fish up and have a look at it together. I'll show you. This fish does not want its photo taken. Come on. It's a right old gnarly old thing. It's got a crooked tail, a broken fin, I'm not surprised the way it wriggles around on the mat. Come on now. You're kidding me. This fish is never going to stop. Oh, no. Come on.
I've got a few. I've got a few.
That fish is never going to stop flashing. My goodness, got some energy. It's no wonder it was such a run. I am still filming, aren't I? This is going to be the longest bit of YouTube filming ever. I'll have to cut a lot of this out, but there she is. I would say 7-8 pounds.
I think so.
As a guess. But good fish. Really pleased to catch it. And now I need to change some tactics on my second rod because I keep dropping fish. I think that hook is not great, or the hooking potential of that rig is not right. So little change coming up. And I'll see if I can show you when it's all sorted. But there's landed fish number 3. And the biggest so far. Brilliant. Okay, 4th fish of the session, and it's a common this time. It's a really big framed fish in terms of the length of it. Looks like it could weigh quite heavy at some points, but at the moment it's very slim. It's probably only about 7 or 8 pounds tops, but it's a torpedo looking fish. Quite big enough an eel. There she is. First common, fish number 4. And the alarms just keep on screaming. Great stuff. Let's see if we can't keep going. Well, would you believe it? That was a heck of a fish in a very unconventional way. But I was just holding up that last common for a still photograph, and my right hand rod ripped off. I turned around just in time to see it leaping off the rod pod and disappearing into the lake. Anyway, a few strategic casts over the top, and I was able to hook the rod and bring it back in. And my friend James says to me, the fish is still on. So after a spirited fight, this mirror carp was mine. And at nearly 10 pounds, just a shade under 10 pounds, that will do nicely. How about that then? Absolutely magic. Never really expected to catch one of this size here, so I'm really pleased. Take a quick still photo, slip this old girl back, see if we can't just keep catching. I've gone and struck gold twice. Was just dealing with that fish on the bank when the other rod ripped off, and thanks to my mate James, who provided an extra net and a pair of hands, I was able to land both of these, and I reckon each of them is about 7 or 8 pounds. There's fish number 1. And fish number 2, slightly bigger, although you might not be able to tell the difference. There she is, number 2. What a fish. What a day. What a session. I shall remember this one for a while. Let's put her back. Okay, right, I just want to quickly talk tactics for those who are interested. This is my rig of choice. It's a snowman rig. Got a krill bottom bait with a washed out pink krill topper, which is a pop-up, 10mm pop-up. Got a lead clip arrangement here with a 2.5 ounce lead. And my hook links I just clip on using a quick clip, which enables me to change them over quickly. This particular rig is going just down in the margins by these reeds here, and this is where I've had the vast majority of my fish, so I'm just going to place this one now. It's a real real firm drop there. It's obviously a feeding spot. So no cast necessary. Nice and easy. Great times. Well, this is the life. The sun's shining. I think I've landed 8 fish, all between sort of, well, from £3 right the way through to £10. So it's been a really productive morning. Just about lunchtime. It's 12:30. What a session. This has been magic. I've been fishing with snowman rigs predominantly, which you will have seen before. But I actually had a try with a Ronnie rig, but I'd used a size 8 Fang X hook, and I think it's just the wrong pattern of hook or wrong size of hook for that rig to be effective, because I hooked 4 fish in a row and lost all 4 on that rig. Not the same hook either, so it wasn't to do with hook sharpness. I had a couple of rigs on the go, and that Ronnie rig just was not working for me. I suspect that the gate or the gap between the hook point and the hook eye was just not enough to get a good purchase with the hook, so I didn't have any success with that rig, and I switched both back onto the Snowmans, which have hooked and landed many more fish. In fact, I don't think any have come off on those particular rigs, so I'll persevere with those. Well, I was just saying about how I'd landed every fish on the Snowman rig, and I lost one. had to drop the phone quickly to grab the rod, and a screaming run, and hooked into the fish, fought for all of 10 seconds, and then came off. So not absolutely infallible, that Snowman rig, but a good rig nonetheless. Here's James in the background, fishing away. Yay, there we go. Well, what can I say? What a session. This must be fish number 10 landed, I think, plus a few fish lost, to be fair. So it's been really great. I've had commons and mirrors, more mirrors than commons, and this is fish number 10, let's say, and it's a little common. Probably only 4 or 5 pounds. But a really lovely looking fish in good condition too. Probably quite lively still. There she is. What a beauty. I think I'm going to call it a day soon. It's been magic fun, great action, but I am tired. Probably should have a rest, but there she is. What a day's fishing. Fantastic. I'll put pictures of all the fish that I've caught, if I can get stills of them all. It's been an amazing session. So pleased with the way it's went. It's now 1:30 in the afternoon. I've landed 11 fish. The last couple I didn't even photograph, to be honest. They weren't big uns, they're only sort of 4 or 5 pounds, but it was such a hassle setting up the tripod and bringing out the remote shutter release and all of these things that I decided just to unhook them and slip them back in the lake with as minimum fuss as possible. Minimal fuss as possible? Anyway, it's been a brilliant session. It's time for me to start packing up because I'm feeling absolutely exhausted and I really shouldn't overdo it. So I'm going to pack all my gear up and head up the hill to the car park and head home. But what a brilliant way to start my time in this club, on this club water. Really great start to things. Going to try one of the different waters next time, perhaps one of the more difficult ones with bigger carp in, because ideally my target this season is to catch a 20-pound fish, and I'm not going to do that in this lake. I think the highest they go in here is mid-doubles, so need to move on to pastures new, but there's plenty of lakes to try on this ticket, and I can't wait to get out on the bank again. Until next time, tight lines and good luck. Well, I've just done my sign off to camera, just about to start packing up, and the left hand rod has roared off again, resulting in this pristine common. What a brilliant way to end a brilliant session. As I said before, until next time, tight lines and good luck out there. Hope you managed to have a day as good as I've had. It's been absolutely magic. Cheers.